time now to spotlight UserTesting. This product feedback platform just went public via IPO today. The CEO, Andy MacMillan, joins us now live from the New York Stock Exchange. We see you there. Congratulations, sir, to you and your team. As I was looking up UserTesting, sometimes the descriptions of companies can be so tricky, but this one seems that it's almost like getting this test audience where they watch a movie and then they tell you what they think. In this case, you have users, real people, and they use products and everything else, and then they give you what they think. And it's on video, and you hear the sound, and it's very real world, a little different than all the digital stuff that we're so used to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Business is personal, business is human, and so our whole platform is designed to let people see what it's actually like to be a customer of a product or service that they're building, and we have real people opt in to share their feedback and do that.
It's amazing, and I know you're working with so many of the valuable brands. How are these partnerships growing for you? I mean, that's an exciting part of the business, right?
Yeah, I think much like the experience you described when seeing it for the first time, we talk about folks having their aha moment when they see that it's possible to see what it's like to be a customer. And so that's why, companies like Microsoft will start with one team using it, and now we've got over 40 teams at Microsoft and growing. It just helps them build a better experience for their customers.
And so when you work with folks and try and get an addressable market, how much of it falls onto you versus the customers? What part is more your responsibility?
Yeah, I mean, we're a technology platform that basically has a large network of folks who have opted in to be these participants, giving their feedback. And then we use technology to connect people with these brands and great companies really quickly. 80% of the tests on our platform come back in a few hours. So you can imagine being a designer, a creator, a product builder, a marketer, and you're looking for some feedback on an idea, and you could have that idea at breakfast, and by lunchtime you're watching real people give you feedback about the thing that you're thinking about building. And so it's all about using tech to sort of reconnect people with the brands and companies that they love.
And are the people paid?
So our contributors make a $10 incentive payment for spending typically 10 to 15 minutes of time giving their feedback. So that's all part of the platform and having folks feel valued for their feedback.
Sure. No, I think it's great. I mean, I think there's a lot that goes on there, and you want real people telling you. And you said companies can hear and see what the users really think, and they can empathize with what it's like to be a customer of that particular issue. Let's talk about your IPO road. I know you had originally, it was a 15 to 17 range, priced at 14. I see it behind you there. Looks like it's just under 14 bucks. So you're probably right in the right range as far as your pricing. How was your experience with your IPO at the New York Stock Exchange?
It was great. I mean, we've been a company along the way that internally we focus on kindness, and externally we focus on helping our customers build empathy with their users. We sort of take the same approach when we've been bringing in capital partners along the way, whether it's the private markets or our IPO being our last chance to really get to put together a book of just the right investors for us. And so we're really thrilled with the folks participating in our IPO and the opportunity we had to take the company public.
Tell me about the CX market. The CX market is hot. What does that mean when you talk about some of these events that maybe some of us are not as familiar with?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hot space because companies have realized that they're competing on customer experience, and they're trying to find ways in this fast-changing world to understand their customers, often customers they don't see in person anymore. Like we used to walk into the bank or walk into the retail store, and now we're connected through systems and computers and technology and iPhones. And so companies are trying to figure that out. I think most CX solutions are trying to do that by turning large amounts of people into data. And that's great, like you should definitely instrument your products and things like that. But I think there's ultimately something really valuable about being able to get back to what's it like to be my customer? What do real people think about the thing that I'm doing? And help your team and your organization, connect with people and have that intuition about where's my market going? What does my customer need? And that's what they do with user testing.
Right, and we say CX, and people say IoT, Internet of Things. CX actually is customer experience, or CXN, customer experience narratives. And so these are the things that you're working on. Ultimately, how do you make the money? Is it by having the companies say to you, we're going to pay you this money so that this way, sir, you could gather information for them?
Yeah, we're an enterprise software platform. So our companies license our software platform, just like how people license, a Salesforce or a Slack or something like that. And then the platform and the technology gives them access to go get this feedback from people.
What about competition? I mean, obviously you have some very valuable customers. Feel free to share who those valuable customers may be, and moving more nationally or internationally.
Yeah, we've been scaling the business a ton, both domestically and internationally. We opened offices over the past 18 months in Edinburgh, Scotland, scaling out our business in Europe. We opened an office in Singapore, scaling out our business in Asia Pacific. So definitely a fast-growing business and scaling around the world. Our customers are anyone who's looking for feedback on what it's like to be a customer. And so you're right, our S1 and other places, our website are full of great brands like Canva, like AAA, like Microsoft, that are using the platform to understand their customers and really looking at it as a very differentiated way to do it. We're really unique in what we do. Really the only platform that helps people connect with this sort of opt-in feedback. And the reality is customers want to be heard, but they want to be sharing their feedback. They don't want to be tracked. They want to contribute. They want to tell people what they like and don't like about what the product or service that they're using.
And the value of that is priceless to a certain extent. I mean, that's how you build great companies or make the changes that you need for success. So what you're bringing and providing your customers is highly valued, I'm sure. So I'm glad to speak with you today, Andy. I see your trade behind you there. User is the ticker symbol. I see it there at Citadel, live on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Andy MacMillan, UserTesting. It's really great to speak with you today. Congratulations to you and your team on the IPO.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. It was wonderful to speak with you. Really appreciate it.